Elden Ring and all the other From Software Souls-like games have an accessibility issue. First of all, what is accessibility? To make something accessible is to make something inclusive by adding accessibility features, inclusive features. Some accessibility features are subtitles, colorblind mode, text voiceover, and so on. Accessibility is not about who decides to play or not. It is about those who want to play but have a disability denying them the ability to partake in the activity. Let's take a look at Elden Ring's accessibility menu. There are some accessibility features, but are harder to find than if there was just a menu dedicated to accessibility. Let's take a look at other popular games' accessibility menus. That looks better, and that looks better. Now that that is cleared up, I want to talk about the culture surrounding the games. I've been a part of this community for over 10 years and know that we all love to hate these games for their extremely hard difficulty. However, just because we like bashing our skulls into our desk and throwing controllers, that does not mean that the game's difficulty needs to be lowered, and it definitely does not mean they cannot be accessible. Subtitles, for example, are generally most beneficial to people who are deaf or hard of hearing, but many people use them and enjoy them. What if someone has a vision problem, but they want to use subtitles? Adding the option to adjust the size of the subtitles may help. You may not benefit from every accessibility option included, but it is nice to have for those that may need it. Bottom line is that Souls-like games can be accessible without making the game's difficulty easier, and it may benefit you. Why does this matter? This matters because this game was published by one of the most well-known game developers currently, and has a very large market. They're also not exactly new to this. If something is not done, many people will continue to be excluded from future releases. Telling someone to just get good, or that the game just isn't for them, is not valid at all, when all they may need is a simple accessibility option. What is the solution to this problem? First of all, we need a cultural mindset change revolving around Souls-like games. This can be done by gamers with disabilities putting their word out there on any social media platform about how they have been affected by games lacking accessibility options, and able-bodied gamers need to support them. Until the developers take note on this cultural change, gamers suffering from the current lack of accessibility options will need to use mods to aid them. The most popular way to mod Elden Ring currently is through the website Nexus Mods. However, if you do mod your game, you must play in offline mode. You can be banned. I've seen it happen. Though this excludes people from PvP and co-op, it is currently the only way to make the games more accessible. I hope you enjoyed this video and understand that accessibility is not making a game easier, but making a game more inclusive.